Hey everyone, it's Theresa here and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a traveler's notebook layout for you and I'm going to do some stamping again in my notebook. You guys really liked that on the last layout that I did using the Cocoa Daisy monthly kits. And so today I'm working with the Denim and Blush kit from February. And so when I got this kit in the mail, the colors and the shading and the artwork in this kit is absolutely stunning. And I love the contrast between the corals and pinks in this kit and the navy blues and the lighter blues here. And so I already kind of have in my mind that I want to use that floral patterned paper, and I'm going to just go through some of the elements of the kit and pick out some of the things that I really liked and that I wanted to pull into this notebook layout today. And so I have this photo. It's kind of a more melancholy photo, and I wanted to just do a layout that was a little bit more moody, a little bit more I'm having a rough time kind of day and kind of process, and use some of the 3x4 cards that were in the kit that referenced hard days. And we all have them, we all know them, we all struggle through them at times. And so this collection has some also really wonderful affirming and positive themes included. So I'm going to just work with some of that here today. And so I decided to do a couple of diagonal fields of color here in the upper right hand and the lower left hand corners of the page. And I've seen this done a lot. I've done this a lot in the past, and it's a great way to establish line and direction in your layout. And so everything that I do from this point on is going to follow this directional line. And a lot of what I add to the page is going to go in the white space in between these two sections of pattern paper. And so I don't know why, but for some reason it really messed with me trying to cut the angle of this pattern paper. So you'll see me trying a couple of different things, and in the end, I went ahead and just traced around it and then pulled it back up because I had already adhered it. And so I traced around it. I marked on my foam board background there. That's so lovely. But anyway, and then I'm just going to hand cut what I want from this pattern. And luckily, it's a kind of pattern that you can turn in different directions, and you're not really going to know whether it's straight up and down. So all that matters really is the end result here. And so the end result is these two beautiful splashes of pattern and color that sort of surround the other elements that are going to go on the page. And so once I have that figured out and I know already where I'm going to put my photo, then it's pretty easy to fill in this white space in between. And so just like I did last month with Cocoa Daisy, I wanted to use these branches that are on this, that are part of the stamp set, and they echo some of the elements in the pattern paper as well. So I went and grabbed this navy ink pad, and I'm going to sort of randomly stamp these branches on the left hand side. I am going to treat each side differently, and you can let me know if you liked this way of stamping on a notebook page. Let me know down below. So on the left hand side here, it's a little bit random. The way I'm stamping is a little bit random, but I'm also going up the page diagonally and following the line of the pattern paper, but I'm also rotating that branch stamp just a little bit with each impression. And so, it's not a formal straight pattern like you would see generated from Illustrator, but that's not the point here. The point is to really just create a bit of visual interest on the background. And remember, when you're stamping these too, that a lot of it is going to be covered up by the elements that I put on the page. And so it really becomes just a background for the rest of the layers on the page. So all that to say, when you're doing these stamped patterns, you don't have to worry about whether it's perfect or not. And you don't have to worry about whether it's stamped perfect. It just gives you a little bit of freedom to play and to have fun. And that's really the most important part here. And so then there was also this little tiny ink cube included with the Denim and Blush kit. And I'm going to fill in a little bit of these spaces using that stamp pad as well. And then I also stamped a couple of smaller branches on the right hand side to go behind my photo. And so those are a little bit more subtle. That's a really subtle ink color, and it's really pretty, and I really liked using it. And it just felt a little bit lighter than that navy. The navy provides a contrast, right, against that plain white background. And so what I have on the right hand side is a study in contrast. And this layout really is a study in contrast between the light colors and the darker colors. And I think that is representative of the search when we're having a harder day, when we're going through difficult circumstances. The search for the light, the search for joy, the search for when is this going to get better. And art is a great way to express that hope and that desire that things are going to get better. And that's sort of what I want to leave you with today, so that you can take that message of hope with you, that it is going to get better. And I encourage you to create art around finding that joy and finding that light. These are healthy coping mechanisms. And remember that creativity is a release of energy. Emotions are energy. Feelings are energy. Having a bad day is a form of energy. And so calling on our tools and on our resources to help us ground ourselves can help get through those hard days a whole lot easier than if we stayed focused on those difficult feelings. It's easier said than done, I know, but it is a practice. It is a practice, and even when those hard days come, I've found that through art practice, through creative practice, through incorporating some of these elements, these representative elements into my art practice, helps these hard times pass a little bit easier for me. They help me also to sort of balance out those spirals, and I don't find myself as sad for quite as long. It's just something that has been helpful for me. And so you can see here that there's just a couple of other elements that I layered on top of the photo and the journaling card. I ended up using the Storms Don't Last Forever journal card. I just thought that just summed up generally what I wanted to feel and what I wanted to remember from this page. And then I added a couple of chipboard pieces and some die cuts around both of those elements as well. Again, following that diagonal line. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching today, and I hope that you will hop over to the blog post to see more details about this layout, and you can also find more inspiration over there as well. And I will see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.